Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of the video, so if you want to see what I did earlier in the week, I will link the first video below. And I hope you enjoy the rest. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Wednesday, the 14th. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I know I didn't come to you guys yesterday. I just ended up stitching and didn't really have much to show because it's all on George. But I do have some good news today. I got my color printer in. So I had to test something on it, right? So I went ahead and printed out my page of George Washington. And the reason I did it is because this is the color I'm using right now, this darker blue. And so I can kind of see how dense my stitching is going to be based on where it is. Because you can see that these are the brush strokes. And so I think I'm right about up here because it did get a little bit denser, but now it's starting to lighten up a little bit, so I think I'm starting to get to this spot right here. Maybe not, maybe it's a little bit more up here. Actually, it might be like, yeah, right here before it gets super dense. Because that tells me, or gives me a good idea of how many stitches I'm going to be doing for magical stitches. And with that, I did finish up another ultimate. So I'm currently, I think, at 7 done. And I was able to finish my thread at the beginning of the row again, so let's see if we can match this up. Yeah, so I think I'm right about where I thought, because you can see how it starts to get denser. Right there in the middle. So I have to do the calculations again, but I think once I finish this color, which obviously still has a long way left because I haven't reached the halfway point on it yet, but I think it gets me to 100 to 60% done, like of the whole piece. So according to my calculations, which are a little on the low end, I am at 20% of the whole piece done. And that's kind of being based on the number of stitches I've done and the number of rows, but trying to average it out. I think I averaged it out at about 220 or 230 stitches per line, because I have been in the 260s lately, but at the beginning I was at like 200, I think. A couple of them were even like 100 and something, but anyway, so got some work on George, and then I am starting my next, or I have started my next bit of the actual homework. Sorry, pulling a thread through so I can get it. Which is my stocking. And I am starting to put in that dark blue, which is actually tented 4 strands, 2 of each color. So, yeah, I actually really like how that looks. So since it's tented, I'm gonna have to put in 400 stitches, and since I'm using him for 2 homework assignments, it will be 800 stitches, because I'm gonna try to focus on this guy and just get, since it is such a large bit of this guy, I want to do it all as one thing and not have to worry too much about getting really bored at the end with bunches of blue sky. So I had to do a couple of test pages. For some reason, when I did the page itself. It like put those lines in there. For the first page I did, I just tried to print the picture itself. And it's cool because this printer will print totally off the page, but the problem is that it cut off. Like there's no hat on the bottom or anything, so it cut that part off. So what I did was I took a screenshot of the picture on my phone and then printed it out that way, because I was curious how good the print job would be, and it's actually pretty good. Like, it's a little blurry, but it's not terrible, so it's a good tester piece to do. Now, of course, the printer's for work, but I have to buy the ink and stuff myself, so I don't feel bad. And I think I'm done with work for the day. I had a couple of videos I had to do. I'm still waiting to hear back on how I get paid for these like 2 training weeks, because they only want to give me 8 hours for 2 weeks, and I put in 2 hours just in the professional development alone. That doesn't include any of the training. So they said I have to get approval. I was saying confirmation, it's not confirmation. Approval from my director. So they CC'd her in the email. So hopefully she writes back, but she is a pretty big director, so like she has a lot of people under her, so don't know how long that'll be, but hopefully it's soon. But that's all I have for you today. I'm not going to ramble like I usually do. Oh, nope, that's a lie. I'm going to tell you one more thing. So I got I think I told you guys I got my blood test results back for my fertility stuff. And my doctor emailed me this morning saying she got a copy. Everything looks pretty good, but we're not going to do anything until my husband gets his stuff checked. Try to be a little, I won't say vague, but I can't think of what word I'm thinking of. But trying not to put too much info out there. So once he gets that done, then she said she's going to start me on Clomid, which is an oral medication, but I have to talk to my husband about how it works, because they don't let you be on it for very long. At least most people don't. So gotta still talk to my doctor and all that. We still have to go in for an actual appointment once he gets his labs and stuff done. But yeah, we're getting this baby train started. But I'll keep you guys updated on that. And until then, I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. It is, I think it's about 2. Yeah, it's 1:45. It's Friday the 16th. I don't think I came to you guys yesterday. But I've just been stitching, doing a little bit of work. Just found out that I'm supposed to have like 12 students, but I only have 2. So we think there's something going on with my roster. So the 12 would be nice. I got the other student, and then I was like, okay, things are starting to get going. So the fact that I'm supposed to have 10 more, I hope gets figured out soon, because we got a new what's the word? We have a new pay period coming up. Let's do this. I was pulling off some, no, it's not gonna work. Some needle minders, so that I can pin this in place. So I have done some stitching, and I've done some crafting. So first off, I've made some changes to my list of homework options. So for charms, I worked on Aurora, which was my original plan. I already showed you I did my stocking for the astronomy. So for charms, she has used the Colovaria charm on her dress, and that's why it changes colors. For Herbology, I was going to, for Defense Against the Dark Arts, which was the next one, I was going to use George Washington, but I used Aurora again, because one of the, and this one actually works better, one of the spells you learn in Defense Against Dark Arts is Stupefy. So she has been stunned, and that's why she is unconscious. And then for Herbology, I was going to use the Universal Monster Salve, but I used Aurora again because she has the roses in her hair and on her dress, which looks a lot like the fanged geranium plant. And so what that means is that she got 600 stitches put in. And so she got, sorry, trying to get it all so you can see it. So this entire middle part right here has been filled in. And then I'm starting over here, I started filling in that next color, which you can, yeah, you can see that right there. So she is getting closer and closer. Oops. That was working me up. To being done. So my next things I'm doing is those outside purple pieces. I'm going to start with the left, my left, the one I showed you, and work my way over to the right, so where the needle minders are. And then I'll go back in and probably do that second color in, this lighter purple right here, and then go back in and do the middle. That's kind of how I've been working this whole piece. It just kind of back and forth. So there is going to be no more backstitching or beads put in until the end, because at this point it is all the same color and I need to finish it before I can put that in. I've also been working, let's see, I'm going to show you this in order. You might be able to tell what I have under there that I was messing with. The next thing I worked on was the Hocus Pocus piece. Still on my floor stand, but, and all I did was add this purple up here at the top. See, right there. I know it's going to be really hard to see, but basically I've just been filling that in and thickening it up a little bit with 154, I think is the color. Speaking of, I was on the Tilton Facebook group, Tilton Crafts Facebook group, who that pattern is from today. She's also the one that's been doing the Harry Potter patterns. And apparently there's been some issues with copyright as far as another designer calling her out, and she is legal and everything. But it's kind of put her off, and she said she doesn't want to chart the other Harry Potters. And so I really hope that she still does, because now that I own two, I need to own them all. So she's going through some stuff right now, so I hope that I'm not going to put all of her stuff on here, and I don't think she watches these videos anyway, but I hope she feels better soon and doesn't get stressed out by these other designers who have no right to go on her business page to call her out. I think I know who she's talking about, but I don't know for sure. But I wouldn't put it on here even if I did. But yeah, don't go on somebody else's Facebook page and call them out for copyright and stuff when she's doing it all legally. Anyway, so last night and this morning I put in another whole color on my Paint by Numbers. I'm really enjoying this. Sorry, my nose is itching like crazy today. I'm really enjoying this. I don't know if it's just because of all the like little bits or just because it's something different. But I added all of this like pinkish gray, taupey gray color. Realized I was missing something, so I had to go back in and do like this gray right here. And then apparently up here I had only filled in part of that gray because I was looking at it again and there was no number up there. So I went back in and filled in the rest of that gray, looking at the little picture thing that they give. So just in case you wanted to do a paint by numbers, that it is intricate like this and the paint is good quality, it is Paint Plot. They don't have this particular picture up there anymore, which as a reminder is going to look like this. There we go, less clear. It's basically like a night in London scene. But they have actually another picture that I'm going to order probably pretty soon because this is going, I mean, it's not going to be done anytime soon, let's be honest, but I am working on it more than my diamond paintings. And now that this is dry, I kind of want to do it again because I am listening to the 5th Harry Potter book right now, so. And then speaking of diamond paintings, I pulled out this one and started it. So put this cool marbly washi tape on the side. If you guys remember a while ago, I bought the whole set of them because they were on clearance. They were only $8. But so I used the purple one, I think. Either the blue or the purple. Then as you can see, I just did these blues down here and then a couple up there. The glue on this canvas is really good. You can see it very shiny. And it's a fall scene that is reflected down here in the lake. It looks much better on camera, but I haven't had a chance to look at it from further away, so yeah, that actually looks really cool on there. So it should look cool when it's done, I'm thinking, even though it is a smaller painting, it's only a 30 by 40. I'm hoping that it turns out well. And so far today, it has been, I think, a pretty productive day. As far as work is concerned, I am almost totally caught up with that. I still have a couple of training videos to watch, but I'm trying not to watch those like all at one time because otherwise I forget, like they all seem to meld together and I really need to take time to process what I'm learning, so I don't get bombarded all at once. So, but that's the only thing I have left as far as my families that I know I have. The 2 that I have are concerned. So far, I can't do anything else with them until they contact me and let me know what they want to order. This morning I decorated my house for fall. I got the diamond paintings all worked out, started all the bags cut and all that. Finished that color on my paint by numbers. I was really craving, so far my diet's going really well. It's not perfect. I still have been craving Pepsi every night, and so I have had one a day, 1 can, which is not the best, I know, but I get in these moods where I like, especially with something with, I don't know what it is with drinks, but with drinks that I have, where I'll like crave soda for a while and all of a sudden I just won't want any anymore. So I'm kind of in that craving thing right now, so I'm still going with it, trying to hold back a little bit. Today I really wanted to go get fast food, but I didn't. I'm doing my shakes. I got the Slim Fast Keto. I'm not doing keto, but the keto canisters, and they're okay. You mix them with water. I mixed it with milk once. It's a little frothier than I like. I'm not a big froth fan, but I have found that I need to put in a couple of teaspoons of peanut butter, which this was my last peanut butter I have, so. But they're actually pretty good. Definitely too runny without the peanut butter in them. It helps thicken them up a little bit and make them not as frothy because I don't like the froth. But that is all I have for you now. So that means, oh, and the Hocus Pocus was for History of Magic because they were around during the Salem witch trials, and that's something that you'd probably learn in History of Magic. I think you learn it in year 3. But anyway, I finished up the Hocus Pocus last night, so I have 5 more classes to do. I'm going to try to keep it all on the 3 projects, and I think I can. So we'll see where I get to. I was looking at my list again. So here's basically what it looks like. So I crossed out George and used Aurora for defense. Took out Swirling Peacock. I'm going to work on Hocus Pocus again for transfiguration because they transfigure Binks into a cat. Care of Magical Creatures will be my stalking again. Divination, I'm going to use Hocus Pocus for, or Aurora. I think I can fit either one of those in there, so it'll kind of be what I'm feeling at the moment. And then Muggle Studies, I think I'm going to switch over to Aurora instead of George Washington again. Just because it makes it easier. I've already got him started, and I do want to get Aurora finished. And so I'd like her to be my focus now that Dasher is done. But we'll see where I get to. I don't think I'm going to finish Aurora anytime like super soon, but we'll see. I'm going to go to, I think, Joann's later on today. They have 60% off any item coupons, so I think I'm going to go see if their frames are on sale. Because if not, then I can use the coupon. And I think I need a couple more fall things, like fall decorations. I think those will already be on sale, but we'll see. I might go, I might not. I haven't decided yet. Like I said, so far today, feeling very accomplished. I'm still listening to I'm going to be listening to the audiobook for a while. It's not even lying. He's not even at Hogwarts yet. And I think there's still like 23 hours of the audiobook left or something ridiculous. So yeah, that's not going to be all done today. But I might, because it's already Friday, I do have to do some stitching, so I might go against my own rule and stitch while listening to the audiobook. Because I have done a lot of painting and diamond painting while not listening to the audiobook, so I think it kind of evens out. Let's go with that. Alright, it's enough talking out of me. This is a longer clip, so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to my last clip of this vlog. It is Sunday the 18th. I'm going to be pretty consistent and come to every other day, it seems like. And I finished up my homework for the week. So the first one I worked on was Aurora. Finished another 200 stitches down here. This is almost done. There's another like 80 stitches, I think, until I finish this color on this side. She's almost not going to be able to fit in frame much longer. As you can see, she really does not have that much more to go. Then yesterday I worked on, or yesterday morning, I put in some more purple. And you can see I painted my nails finally so they don't look like total crap, although this one's already chipping. On Tilton Crafts Hocus Pocus. So this weekend is a support Shelly weekend because of all this crap she's going through. She did tell us who the person is that was saying that she was like copywriting and all that. It wasn't who I was originally thinking, and the reason she told us is because the other lady was putting it on her business page, and she wanted a chance to tell her side of it because she was handling things, the other lady was handling things a really dumb way. So luckily it's somebody that I don't think I've ever bought from, but I'm hoping that she still charts those other Harry Potter charts. Because the artist that she's using, she's in contact with, or was in contact with, so I'm hoping that she stays in contact and like becomes like a subcontractor. But anyway, so this is looking really good. I want to keep working on it now that I have some definition to Mary's head, but we'll see. We did get the homework for next week, but first up, my last project. So this was, Aurora was for, what did I have her for? She was for Muggle Studies because I said we had to choose Muggle literature and write an essay on it, and so I chose Muggle fairy tales. Then Hocus Pocus was for divination because it was prophesized that the witches would come back, and they did. So it was kind of foretold that a virgin would light the black flame candle. And then the last one I did, which I told you guys about, is Care of Magical Creatures. I worked more on my stocking, and I got this dark blue filled in right here. It goes up here as well, but I managed to get in exactly 400 stitches because these are half stitches with with the end of the thread. So I just ended the thread and called it good. And this is 4 strands still, and I gotta tell you, it's a pain to work with. But now that I have those dark ones in there, I really like it. I want to come back into here and fill in this area because then I can put in the back stitching around his hat, like around the white part of his hat, the beard, and then his cuff right there. But I forget how many colors that is in that area. I think it's 2. But yeah, really liking how this one's turning out. I love those dark blues, and that's the reason I bought this one in the first place. The homework for next week is we have 3 different tasks. We have to stitch on, we have to do 300 stitches on a project. I know the other 2. I forget what the first prompt is. Oh, we have to work on our 11th whip because there was 11 Death Eaters that were defeated at the end of the book. Which for me is my winter salve from last year's winter salve from Tiny Modernist. Or if we have 10 or less, we work on our first whip, but since I definitely have more, I'm going to stitch on that. The next one is 300 stitches on any color but pink, since Dolores was defeated. Literally, I can do any project. I can even do Aurora because I'm stitching in purple right now on her. And then the final 400 stitches has to do with the end of, or with the surprise that Fred and George left as their like best prank on the 5th floor. So what that was the swamp that was left by them, and so I'm going to stitch on my Witchy Stitcher Universal Monster Sal because of the Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's obviously a swamp, so it's really easy. And I really love, but I hate at the same time, what she did for the last room. So for the last room was the door, and she gave us 6 different options to choose from. I love it because they're all super cute. I hate it because they're all super cute and I want to do them all. But I think I have it narrowed down to 2. There was either like a witchy front door, like all in purples. There was Igor. Hi, baby. We might have a kitty coming up. There was I forget what the 6th one was. I think it was black and white. There was a Halloween front door, which I considered. And so it had like a pumpkin and the door looked really cute. And then they had the 2 that I'm deciding between are the Vincent Price front door, or the one I'm leaning towards is like a movie premiere front door. So it's got like a popcorn machine, which is super cute, and I like the idea that you're going into the movies and then you see the monsters and all the different. So I think that's the one I'm going to lean towards, but I really like the Vincent Price one too. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to have to really decide on that one. But anyway, you'll be seeing what I'm deciding. I have made changes at the moment. You know, I change my mind a lot. But to what I want to work on. So I was going to make George my focus because he really needs to be. However, I have really liked getting finishes. And I have 2 or 3 projects that I could finish up super quick. So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to do that and just try to finish those up. So the first one I want to do is Aurora because I'm loving her and I really want to get her done. So she's going to be my first one. Then I have my, let's grab my book. I have my the ones that I really want to focus on are, I have Christmas ornaments and I have my Christmas jars that you guys have seen. Those would be able to be done in no time. And then my swirling peacock. So those are the ones that I really want to do and try to finish up. But, because everything else is way too big to finish, but I really love every project that I've been working on except one. And Hocus Pocus is one that I do like. I really like, I love how it's turning out. I don't love the fabric that I'm stitching it on, but I'm far enough in at this point. I could easily restart it. I don't want to. So, and once I actually am working on it, I like it more and more. So it's just like when I first start putting stitches in it, it kind of bugs me, but so that one I will finish eventually, but it's probably going to take a while. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to work on Aurora until she's done, and then switch to, and like my winter in a cup is it's about halfway through. It's not super close, but I want to finish Aurora, I want to finish Sparkling Peacock, and I want to do the Christmas jars because my mom asked me about that the other day, like what I finished or if I had finished any others, so I think she wants to see it done too, and that was a present from her last year, so that was my Christmas present. So I'm going to try to focus on those 3 and get those done, and then we'll see where I get to from there. But for now, I'm going to stitch on Aurora. I can use her for 2 or 3 of the extra credit year-long ultimate stitching extra credits. So I'm going to make that my focus for today, try to put in 1,000 stitches on her. And she actually stitches up really quick, so I don't think it'll be a problem. But yeah, that's my plan. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. I will see you, well, for you guys it'll be another week or so, but I'm going to try to come back and show you my progress on her tomorrow. And I'll show you the homework that I'm working on. We have some plans today, but I don't know how much time I'll get into stitch on her, but we'll see. Yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, sharing, all that jazz. Hello to new subscribers, and I will see you all next time.